gonna be a little noisy. I'm out by the water. Really nice sight. There's a bridge, water. It's windy. I know the audio is gonna be a little worse. The video will be quicker today. It's gonna be a lot shorter. I'm gonna try shorter form videos. So next few videos probably be like 10-15 minutes long. The topic is of today's video. Also, I have the hair in the bun, but it's really windy, so it's kind of pushing my hair, my normal hair direction like this. It's not really sitting forward how I want it. But today's video is about working on something and it kind of being boring, but you're doing something, you know what I mean? You're doing more than other people. So kind of what that means is, I was watching a video and the guy was talking about, oh, why don't you go out and party? Oh, I'm working on something. I might be boring right now, but I'm doing something. I'm working on something. And that's kind of the journey with self-improvement, is that when you're working on self-improvement, it becomes very, you become, I don't want to say boring person, but you're not out partying, you're not out drinking, you're not smoking, you're not hanging out a lot, because usually when you're going through a period of self-improvement, you're focusing solely on yourself, and you're becoming very, it's usually a period of solitude. It's usually what happens, because you're usually changing and developing and growing. There's a man walking behind me over there. I don't know if you guys see him, like right here. But you're changing, you're growing, you're boring to other people because you're not doing what social norms are. But it's a good thing, because when you're working on yourself, or you're working on something, like if you're working on a business, you might not be talking to a lot of people anymore because you're focused on your business, then that's fine. Like that's the simplicity, is being alone is fine, and to both work on yourself and I feel like to be truly happy with something, you have to be happy by yourself without it, which goes for anything. So this is very prevalent in relationships, is a lot of people say you find happiness in a relationship. No, you find happiness in yourself, and then you find a relationship in which you can still remain happy with yourself and be happy with your partner. And that's how I view it. Which is why, even for me, like originally, like I said in my video about solitude, is I wasn't looking for a girlfriend, but I was searching for something that wasn't necessary and was taking away from my period of solitude and taking away from my me time. And I could tell that any girl that I was talking to, or that I wanted to start talking to, wasn't for me, because I know I'm at peace with myself, which means I know what I want when it comes to my opposing gender, like what I want in a relationship for my opposing gender. So I became very aware that although to all the girls that I was looking to or talking to or whatever, that although I might be boring to them, to the person in which that I will be in a relationship with eventually, she'll understand why I'm alone, why I'm working on myself, what I'm doing, the opportunities that I'm creating for myself. She'll kind of get the gist of that, whereas if I were to go throw myself in another relationship, it would be like, alright, well, why do I feel like I'm stuck in this relationship? Why do I feel like she's pulling me down? Why do I feel like I'm pulling her down? Why do I feel like my energy's up here, hers is down there, or hers is up there, mine's down here? Because you're not ready for it. Because you're supposed to be working on something that's not that. And even for like a business opportunity, or maybe school, maybe you're supposed to be academically focused right now, you know what I mean? You're supposed to be focused on doing your school, getting your education, going to college. I don't recommend college, but going to college, doing that. But you're so focused on other things, on partying after school, hanging out with friends. No, this is a juxtaposition, really, to be honest. And it's, if you're boring now, you'll be, I don't want to say you'll be more exciting later, but that's kind of the point of it, is if you spend your youth focusing on bettering yourself, and building a future in which you're happy with in your future, or this is juxtaposition, kind of like I said, dichotomy. You have to remove that dichotomy of your future, of you and your future self being different. But you also have to understand the steps in which you need to take to get to the person that you want to be, or the person that you are in the future. You have to take certain steps and certain actions. And so if you let yourself be boring now, and you work on something right now that's good for your future and good for you, something that you're passionate about, later on in life you'll be exciting, because you'll be in your 20s if you did or didn't go to college. You'll be 18, 19, you'll have money, you'll have a back support by family and friends, a group of people that actually trust you and believe you and that support you and that you support them, and you guys have good relationships. If you work on that while you're younger, when you're 18, 19, 20, 21 and you want to party and you want to go throw up shots, I wouldn't suggest smoking. Although it's not bad, it's not smart, because I don't view that kind of stuff as from a religious point of view, like, oh, it's a sin, smoking and drinking. And now doing drugs, that's different, but like smoking, like vaping and weed, very teeter-totter with it. I don't do it, nor do I have I ever wanted to do it, nor will I do it. But if you are doing that kind of thing, I think you should get away from it if you can, but it shouldn't be like oh my god, I hate myself because I do this and I'm addicted to it. It should be all right, let me change this, let me fix this kind of thing. I had that in another video if you guys want to go watch that one. But you have to really, if you just relax and go with life, go with the flow of life when you're young and you're in 9th and 10th and 11th and 12th grade and you're hanging out, partying, doing all this dumb crap, and then 6 years down the line when you're 24, finishing college, you've been in college for the last 4 to 8 years, or 2 to 8 years, however long you want to call it, and you're like, why do I feel like such a failure? I don't have anything going for me. It's because you spent your best years partying when you could have spent that working on yourself and building something for your future, as opposed to doing things that aren't beneficial for you at the time. That's a nice part. So that just goes to say, if you're born now, I don't want to say you'll be much more fun, but you'll be much more available to have more fun, because you'll be like, all right, well, I have a steady business going. Now, if I want to take off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and go party and go to Vegas and go spend some money, go gamble, go throw some shots, whatever. You want to go buy a gun and be like, all right, now I have time to go spend and get my gun permit, my concealed carry license. Oh, I have time to go get a motorcycle license. It's because you built something that's already for you, something that's for you, and something that you've worked on when you were younger. Because a lot of people like to say that your best years are when you're young, and that's the best time to party. It's actually not. Your best time to party is after you build yourself a steady career and a steady life. So like for me, that's what I'm doing right now. So 2 years from now when I'm 18 and I want to be like, all right, well, I want to go travel, and I'm not saying this is right, and I'm not saying this is my future, and I'm not saying that this is my plan or anything, but if 2 years from now I have a booming YouTube channel, I've got my own business started, I've got my own clothing brand, and I'm kind of just going through life, and I'm like, all right, well, I want to go travel to Bali. I want to go to Bali for 3 months, and I want to go spend some time out there. I want to go buy a house out there, or I want to go buy some land, or I want to go rent out an apartment and live on a boat on the water for the next month. Then I'll be able to do that. I'll be financially stable. I'll be time prepared. I'll have the ability and the freedom to go do that, instead of spending the time that I have now trying to hang out with friends, waste my time doing dumb stuff. Like a lot of people on TikTok, and a lot of I don't want to say a lot of my friends, but a lot of my acquaintances that I know, like I'll see them posting and talking about, Ford's gonna come get me, like cops or whatever. They're gonna come get me this summer, or it says like, what you doing this summer, and then it's like, it's got a whole bunch of quotes, and it's like running from the cops, having a house party, doing things with girls, doing things with dudes, you know, doing that, whatever. They're having like a TikTok post about the white vans in the school. They have TikTok post about like their pre-summer, like how many kids they've had, how many times they've done it, how tall they are, their weight, their age, their size, their body, all of that kind of stuff. It's like, why? You know what I mean? It's just dumb. But that just goes to show, just be mindful, be aware. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. It's a little weird. Have a good one. Watch some of my other videos, comment. Yeah. Be mindful. As always, the man who believes the journey is over is truly lost and is no better than the man who believes the journey is over has truly lost and is worse than the man who knows to continue fighting. Thank you guys for watching. Ciao.